Good morning, Delaware. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Are we caffeinated?
We are caffeinating.
We are caffeinating.
In active sense.
Very good. Our guest in the studio with us this morning is Ben Coy with the Central Ohio Symphony. Hello, Ben.
Good morning.
Are we caffeinated?
Working on it.
There will be more after the show.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're happy to be with you this morning. We're happy to have Ben in the studio with us because we've got some spooky sounds to talk about the second half of the show. And I can't wait for you to tell us all about your upcoming concert and your concert season.
All of it.
It's going to be fun.
Spooky season's my favorite.
Spooky season is my favorite, too. And if you love a little spooky season, but like fun spooky with your littles.
Gentle spooky.
Gentle spooky. Yeah, come out on Sunday to the Powell Candy by the Carload.
Yes.
It's going to be in, I think they call it Seldom Seen Park. And Delaware County District Library is going to be there. We're going to have a trunk. Candy by the Carload, trunk or treat. It's all the same. You walk around a parking lot with cool decorated vehicles and you get candy.
Fun fact, library staff love Halloween.
They really do.
Library staff, this is their holiday.
Yes, and our staff who are putting it together, Paige, Jared, and Sophia, have come up with a really wonderful theme. They're doing like a enchanted forest leaning into a little bit darker Brothers Grimm kind of feeling.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. So come and visit us at the Powell Candy by the Carload on Sunday in Seldom Seen Park. I know Powell likes to have you register through their rec desk. So go ahead and pop onto Powell's Parks and Rec site for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but let's talk about books, Molly. What have you been reading lately?
Oh, I got a good one for you.
I'm excited.
So since I heard this book was being published, I have had my non-library friends ask me about it once I started reading it, all my library friends, because I am reading just finished a book called Murder by Cheesecake.
Oh,
by
no.
Rachel Ekstrom Courage, and it is the first in the Golden Girls mystery series.
What? Like
yes,
the Golden Girls?
The Golden Girls.
No.
So, fun fact, my husband is the biggest Golden Girls fan I have ever met.
And he allows you to say that out loud?
Yeah.
Well, he's not here right now.
Oh, no.
But yes, he proudly will talk to you about his favorite Golden Girls. I am clearly Rose in his world. So when this came out, I have to say, we listened to this one together. We got the audio version. This was the best road trip book. This is for fans of Golden Girls. If you've never watched an episode, you are going to be missing half the jokes.
Okay.
So the inside jokes are really, really thick here. They're going to reference back to those old episodes. All of that's going on. But here is how it sets up. So Rose has a cousin from St. Olaf who can't get married, has upset everybody in St. Olaf, and she's going to have the wedding right there in Florida.
Oh, no.
But it's going to have to be a traditional St. Olaf wedding. As this book goes on, you start to learn how much fish is involved. There's a donkey for the ceremony, pretty hard to find, by the way, in Florida,
sure.
the donkey for the ceremony. It just has that beautiful Rose sort of aura to it. But while this is happening, Dorothy realizes she needs a date. And Dorothy's feeling very lonely. No relationship. She feels like she needs a man. So she goes to a VHS dating service and finds a date. She ends up finding someone that looks interesting. He comes to the date. They sit, they order hors d'oeuvres. He excuses himself to the bathroom, and he never returns. Well, Dorothy thinks she's been sort of stood up and left.
Rude.
And how awful, and how dare you have the courage to leave Dorothy like that? Well, while they're getting ready to set up for the first event of the wedding, he is found in a freezer with his face in a cheesecake.
Oh, no.
And Dorothy is the number one suspect.
Oh, double no.
That's the way I want to die.
Right?
My favorite
Betrayed by
description.
cheesecake.
My favorite description of this in the actual book description is things get hotter than Blanche's hot flashes. This book is phenomenal. If you're a Golden Girls fan, this is not where you jump in. If it's been years, maybe refresh an episode or two. It all comes flooding back, though. I mean, these four women just made my 80s.
That's really wonderful.
It's what I thought. I now realize I'm as old as some of the Golden Girls. And where is my house in Florida? I would like to ask, why am I still here and not in Florida with my 4 best friends? Sorry, Lloyd. I do that a lot. Sorry, Lloyd.
He can have a neighbor condo.
It is an absolute hoot. Mom, probably not the book for you because I don't remember you watching much TV at all. But if you love the Golden Girls, and my household does, this is the book for you. It is not high writing.
Yeah.
If you're looking for high literature, if you're really picky about plot holes and...
I don't know if I would expect that from a book called Murder by Cheesecake.
Murder by Cheesecake.
I think the title kind of sets up the expectations.
I just want to be really clear because sometimes I'll suggest something and they're like, well, I thought the writing was kind of bad. And I'm like, it's about the Golden Girls. It's a murder mystery with a St. Olaf wedding involved. But if you love the Golden Girls, you're going to get lost in this storyline. So I got to say, Golden Girls fans, Murder by Cheesecake by Rachel Ekstrom Courage. It is Golden Girls 1. Get out there, get it read so you're ready when number 2 comes out.
That is fun. And I love that you're getting on the train right from book 1. I can't wait until we talk about, hear about book 2.
It's a great cozy mystery.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had one, so I felt fulfilled.
It was that time of year.
It was that time of year.
Indeed. Well, Ben, in your free time, do you get any time to do some leisure reading?
Not this week, since I'm busy putting on a concert. But
Right.
yes, I've been checking into the collected letters of Leonard Bernstein. It's one that my wife gave to me as a Christmas gift a couple of years back. And I keep it on the shelf. And anytime I need inspiration, I just go and flip to a random letter. Because, so Leonard Bernstein was a very, very interesting man.
Yes.
If you've watched, is it Maestro, that movie?
Yes.
It's a biopic. It's close to reality. But reading his letters, you get to see the inside workings of his mind. And he was so brilliant. But at least from my perspective, I revere him as this like amazing, great master of American music. And yet when you read his day-to-day experiences, you see the challenges, you see the places where he went astray and had to correct himself. It's really, really interesting to see him as a human like the rest of us.
Astray personally or astray musically?
Yes.
Right. Right, absolutely. I do love that biopic, so I think that this would be a really fun. And it's his actual writing?
Yes.
That's amazing.
The stories of creative people are my favorite because you never know where they're going to go. Creative people's brains don't shut off when they stop their art.
Well, and I think it's interesting that all these letters exist.
Right. Who were they written to?
Most of his colleagues,
Right.
some of his family, but a lot like Aaron Copland and people like that. So you're seeing...
His contemporaries.
Right, exactly.
Neat. Yeah.
Because we don't save letters anymore. We don't do as much writing of letters. It's quick emails, it's text messages, it's phone calls, and this historical record of how are these people going through their lives, it doesn't exist in the same way that it used to.
Yeah. When I was in college, I know my family and I corresponded a lot with lengthy emails, and my one regret is that I didn't find a way to print all those off before I lost that account, because the accounts go away.
Right.
Because that was about the closest thing that I would have had in that time.
And holding somebody's handwriting. Like when I find a letter my grandma's written me and I get to see her handwriting, and maybe she's telling me she did laundry, but in her, her day-to-day is right there. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Thankfully, the version of this I have has been typeset, so I don't
Yeah,
have to struggle
I don't
through
know.
Bernstein's handwriting.
Right, his handwriting
Cursive
might look
still
like.
is hard.
I mean, I know mine's hard to read.
So that's the collected letters of Leonard Bernstein. Bernstein? Bernstein.
I blame the Bears for that.
Lenny. We're
Yeah,
just going to
Lenny.
say Lenny because I think he liked that.
A lot of things he liked that we don't put on the air.
I know, right? Well, I'm on a theater kick lately, so
I love that.
I know, it makes me happy. It's my cozy place. Yours is murder mysteries,
Mine
mine
is
is
murder
theater.
mysteries.
what are you
We
gonna
make
do?
a great pair.
Right? So last week I talked about the Shawshank Redemption novella, play, movie that Arena Fair Theater is doing this weekend that I'm helping out with. Very happy to be a part of that production. But also in the midst of those rehearsals, I had the opportunity to start my Broadway and Columbus series.
Did
and
you?
it opened with Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
I've been hearing about this. Tell me more.
It's amazing. The play is a it's a stage play written by J.K. Rowling. It is still a lengthy book, but when she wrote the stage play, she published it as a book that you could check out and you could read. But you do read it as a play. So,
it was intended as a play.
Yeah, of course. So when you read it, you are reading a play script with stage notes and with the character dialogue and different things, and you get to kind of put your imagination to work because there is not a narrator who is painting the scenes for you. There is stage directions that's painting the scene for you, and you can get the inflection of the voice, but you just don't get a lot of that from the narrator. So you get to put it all together. So I've been dying to see the play since I read it, but I'll tell you a little bit about the book if you want to check it out, and if you don't get a chance to see the show. It is basically, we flash forward into the future, and spoiler alert, if you don't know the Harry Potter series, Harry winds up with Ginny.
That's for you. That's for you, Lloyd,
Yeah.
because you haven't read the books.
So Harry and Ginny's son, they have 3 children. They have an oldest son, James, a middle son, Albus, and a daughter, Lily. And it is about their middle son, Albus, who is preparing to go to Hogwarts. And he is having severe middle child syndrome. James, his older brother, feels like the chosen son. Lily, his little sister, is just adorable and flitting about in her own world. And he is conflicted as also being the middle child and the son of Harry Potter. What do you do with your life when you're the son of Harry Potter? Like most of J.K. Rowling's novels, the story centers on love and friendships and, figuring yourself out and finding who you are as a person and what your core values are. And so Albus goes to Hogwarts and he sits on the train and he's like, this is the most important moment because this is where my dad met his 2 best friends. And if I don't meet my 2 best friends on this train, then, what on earth is going to happen to me? Yeah, he feels immense pressure. And so the first person who he sits down with and who he becomes friends with is Scorpius Malfoy, the son of Draco Malfoy, who was his father's enemy throughout most of the
Who's
throughout most
clearly
of the
going to be a
novels.
Slytherin.
Well, of course, right? And of course, Harry has a little bit of ties to Gryffindor and Slytherin, but he winds up in Gryffindor, and Albus, has some of those same ties, Slytherin and Gryffindor. And so what could life possibly look like? And so you see him starting to carve his own path and find out who he is with his new best friend Scorpius and what that looks like for them. And he is really trying to distance himself from his father, but at the same time he's finding trouble, he's creating trouble, and so he's becoming more and more exactly like his father along the way. The neatest part about this entire show is they find a time turner, and if you're again familiar with the books, Hermione has a time turner in like book 3. And the legend is that they've all been destroyed, but now they've found one and weird things are happening and it feels like Voldemort's back, but how could he be back? And so this time turner turns up. And there is a stage effect that happens with this where it literally looks like when they jump in time, it looks like the stage bends, like the entire stage.
Really?
Like there's an effect that goes woof. Yes. Yeah. And Mark saw the show.
It was cool.
It was amazing. It was a lighting effect. I'm sitting there analyzing it, and it's layers and layers of light on top of each other, and each of them just shift so slightly that the entire stage looks like it bends in front of you. And I have never seen anything like that in theater in my entire life. The Dementors are amazing. The way that they float, I need to know what that fabric is. Even the details down to the stage hands and how they just went out to take a prop off the stage. They're in their Hogwarts garb and they flip their cape and they grab the book and then they flip their cape and then they walk off. There's choreography like a dance, even though it's not a musical. And so it's just really beautiful to see how the story of Rowling's words came to the live stage in this production. And so I hope you get a chance to read the book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and I hope you get a chance to see the stage play at some point in your life. It is definitely worth it.
Amazing. Now, here's my question.
Sure.
Do Do I wear my Moaning Myrtle costume?
Oh my gosh. Yes, you do.
Okay,
Because
okay.
she makes a cameo that steals the show. Like in
Okay.
the
Oh, yeah.
If you're behind
Yes.
me, I promise I'll take the toilet seat off
Yeah.
while the show's going on.
Yes, absolutely. She makes a cameo. There are little cameos, like I kind of said, of people from the past. Like Snape shows up, and you're like, oh, Snape! Like, look at you. And Dumbledore shows up, and people who you thought were long gone. But because of the time travel element, they come back for brief little snippets. But Moaning Myrtle, hers is one of the absolute best.
She is one of the best characters
Yes.
created.
All right. Well, we will take it to a break. And on the other half, we will be back with Ben Coy, Executive Director of the Central Ohio Symphony, to talk about their upcoming concert and culture passes. Stay tuned. Well, welcome back. We're happy you joined us this morning. We are talking about an exciting event happening this weekend with the Central Ohio Symphony and their executive director, Ben Coy. It is the kickoff to their 2025-2026 season. What number is this, Ben?
47.
Number 47. Ooh, 3 away from the big 50.
Oh, yes. We're going to celebrate the 50th in a big way.
That's very exciting. Well, this weekend kicks off your season. Tell us a little bit about the concert that's happening on Saturday.
So tomorrow, Saturday, the Halloween is exploding all over Delaware is what's happening.
Yes.
So the day will start, actually, Main Street, Delaware is running trick-or-treat down Main Street on
Yes.
Sandusky Street. From 9 to noon, kids come in costume, get candy in a safe, family-friendly space, and that's amazing. And all we're saying is, don't take off the costumes yet.
Yes, right.
Come in costume to the symphony concert that night. The show starts at 7:30. It's in Gray Chapel at Ohio Westland. And Halloween will continue exploding. We're going to do a mix of some of the great music from history that's been used in Halloween contexts,
Yes.
whether it's the da-da-dum, da-ga-da-ga-dum-dum, the Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach. We'll be doing the Ride of the Valkyries. We'll be doing In the Hall of the Mountain King.
Yes.
We have some more contemporary things. Of course, we have to do The Nightmare Before Christmas.
My favorite!
Yes. So this is going to be a very family-friendly show.
Yes.
We'll have a photo booth so you can get your picture taken in costume. We're just going to play up the whole Halloween theme. Since our concert happens to be the weekend before Halloween, why not?
Yes, absolutely. I am obsessed with your lineup, and you can find it at centralohiosymphony.org. You can click on the Haunted Harmonies concert information. You'll see all of that information there and how you can get tickets if you don't already have them. But oh my goodness, I wish I half wish I wasn't stage managing a show this weekend because I want to be at this concert. It is
It is
so good.
unfortunate that we're overlaying with Shawshank.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know, but they're both in that kind of dark and ominous,
Absolutely.
dark and ominous theme. Well, we talked about purchasing tickets, but we also kicked off a new way that the library and the symphony are partnering with our culture passes this year. And I'm sad to say that our culture passes have all run out for this show, but they will be ready for all of the rest of the season. Do you want to talk about that?
I see this as a big upgrade to the way we've been doing culture passes. The Symphony and the library have been doing this for a number of years, where kids could come into the library and get free admission to the symphony. The problem I always had with that is adults still had to pay,
Right.
and so it can get complicated to try and make sure everybody's sitting, to make sure that the right kids are getting in at the right time. It was complicated. So
It was
we've,
complicated.
we've simplified it. The library now has 30 seats
Yes.
to every one of our shows. And if you go to the library, you can check them out and you get in. And it's not limited to kids. Adults can get them. So this show is very family friendly. The next one we're doing is the Bruch Violin Concerto with Symphonic Metamorphosis by Paul Hindemith. And kids are welcome at that show, but I expect that probably will draw a more mature audience. And there's no reason that adults should not go to the library and get those Culture Pass tickets.
Yeah, it's fun, and they're all grouped together, which I love that you kind of did that for us. Is they're on the orchestra level rows like LMN or something like that, and we have this beautiful vision of all of our library patrons sitting together, and I love the library and I love the symphony.
And then
We
they'll
do
come
have a
into the
block.
library knowing each other and talking about the symphony. And
Yeah, I would love. That's my beautiful dream that I don't know if it'll happen or not, but
Well, we can work on that. But certainly in the meantime, yes, the Culture Pass tickets are already gone for tomorrow's show, but we still have tickets. You can get them online. Student tickets start at $6.
oh, that's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah, and so and then that goes up, I'm sure, to regular patrons, and then even seniors probably
Yes,
have.
we have a senior
differential.
discount, which is not quite as much as the student discount. But the tickets, I mean, depending on if you want the expensive seats in the middle, you can get them. But there are very affordable seats in the hall, and they're available.
Yeah, and we've tried to make it as easy as possible to get these culture passes. Where you're going to look for them is you're actually going to look on our event calendar. So you'll look up the symphony's performance schedule, and then you'll hop over to our event calendar on that day, and you'll see the culture pass. And you will register for your culture pass. You get 2 per library card. You do have to be a library card holder with the Central Library Consortium. And we prefer Delaware, but it's fine if you're with one of the other friends. And you register, you get 2 per your card, and it can be any age. You know, if you want to bring your toddler, or if you want to bring a spouse, or even a parent, that would be fine. And you'll designate where you want to pick them up at Delaware or one of the other branches, or at Will Call, and we'll let you know when those are available. It'll typically be sometime the week of the concert, because we've got to get those tickets out to the branches where you've requested it. But we've really tried to make it as easy as possible. This is our first go at it, so we'll see what stumbling blocks we have for this weekend. But otherwise, we're really excited for this entire season. Do you want to talk about some of the other shows that you have happening this season?
So November 15th, we've got the one I was just talking about with Symphonic Metamorphosis. And then we have our annual holiday show on December the 7th. We'll be repeating that in Marion on the next week, December the 14th. My recommendation is get your tickets to the holiday show early. We sold out last year. We were setting up folding chairs in the back.
Oh.
It was a great problem to have, but I don't want anybody that's listening right now to have that problem. So get your tickets now for the December show before they sell out. And then we have our normal matinees in the spring, which will be all kinds of fun. We'll talk about that probably some other time.
Yeah.
I want to point out just a couple of our special events that are coming up. So one of the cool new things that we're doing this year is, did you know that Valentine's Day this year is on a weekend?
I did.
What?
It's
We
on
are doing
Saturday.
a string quartet show with candles on stage and roses and chocolates and wine. This should be the best date night available anywhere in the region for Valentine's Day. So get your tickets to that. Bring your Valentine. Have a good time on Valentine's Day.
Which stage? Are you doing it on Gray?
No, we are not.
Oh.
We've chosen a more intimate, cool venue. We're going to be at the event center. What's the name of that?
The Dempsey?
Yeah, the Dempsey Event Center.
Oh, the
my
Dempsey.
gosh.
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous
I toured it.
there.
It's so beautiful.
Yes.
But
I need
because
to
it's
get my tickets now.
It's a smaller venue. We are only selling 80 tickets.
Wow. Okay.
So we're doing the show twice, once at 3 and once at 6.
Yeah.
So that means 160 tickets total, and then we're sold out.
Wow.
So that's another one.
Wow.
Get your tickets soon.
What a fun experience.
Yeah,
That one will
it'll
not be in a
great.
culture pass, but
No, that's not on the culture pass. But I do expect that one to sell out also.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so the culture pass covers the what do you call it? The subscription series.
Subscription series,
Yeah,
yes.
and
I'm
those-
starting to try and call that the Masterworks series.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
You can dabble with
That's
it.
not official yet, but it will be.
Yeah, and so the performances at Gray will be within that. And the fun fact that I realized is that even though we are sold out, we're all claimed for the culture passes for this Saturday's performance. Since we open it 3 weeks in advance, your next performance is 3 weeks from this Saturday. So basically, as the Haunted Harmonies is starting, you could go ahead and claim your ticket for the Symphonic Metamorphosis.
Yes.
What fun!
And I recommend that you do. I think Symphonic Metamorphosis is one of those pieces that once you hear it, oh yeah, I know that one.
Right, yes.
But you might not know it by the name. But go on YouTube or Spotify or whatever service you use.
Yeah.
Just take a listen to the beginning of the last movement of Symphonic Metamorphosis. You will recognize it, and you will want to hear it played live because it's just not the same recorded.
That is so true of most music. I think I had that experience most completely with the Mars.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I had never realized how impactful that is of the Ring series. Is that what it is? No, the
No,
planets.
Planets.
Yeah, and so I had never, when I experienced that live, I was like, wow, this really doesn't compare.
There's a power when everybody just comes in together and starts playing that motif, the rhythmic motif in Mars. It's really special.
It really is. And then it was funny because I saw it in a concert when it was up against, the Imperial March. And I was like, actually, the Imperial March doesn't stand up to Mars. Like
It
Mars,
really doesn't.
Mars really beats it. So
Yeah.
that was a cool juxtaposition as well. Well, thank you, Ben. We appreciate having
Thank
you
you.
on. We'll see you again. Hopefully not a year. It was this time a year ago that we saw you. So we'll get you back in the spring. We'll do
Yeah.
it twice a year.
Sounds good.
Molly, is there anything coming up at the library that we should give a shout out to?
You know, I want to do a quick shout out because they're going to run out of tickets real soon. The Friends of the Library have Jane Hamilton coming for their author visit.
That's
you can
right.
find this on our website. They'll take you to the Eventbrite to get your tickets. It's going to be a 70s themed party with snacks and done up like the Friends do a party.
I know.
Mom and I have our tickets. We're going to be there. Don't miss out. The Friends of the Delaware County District Library just blow you away, and we're going to learn all about the Phoebe variation, which is Jane Hamilton's newest book.
Yeah, that's this Monday at the Liberty Branch Library. It's going to be so much fun.
From 6 to 8.
I'm glad you brought up the Friends because it is National Friends of the Library Week.
It is National Friends of
And
the Library Week.
We appreciate our friends so much. They're having a book sale tonight. They helped with props for Brooksy's Library, for Shawshank. They are everywhere and doing everything, and I really love them
They
so
are
much.
magical people, like literally magical people.
Absolutely. Well, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Ben, for being our guest today.
Thank you.
Molly, thanks for keeping the show going and all your entertaining fun facts about the Golden Girls.
Well, and thank you, Nicole, for keeping us up on our theater history and education.
I do my best. And Mark, we would be nowhere without you running our board.
I love moaning, Myrtle.
I have to remember to come in costume one
Please
day.
do.
Next
Yes.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next
week is
next
Friday.
week I think
is
I will
Halloween.
be in costume.
All right. Until next week, we will see you in the stacks.